welcome to another edition of Cooking a la Quarantine. I'm Jason, and tonight we're going to do something that scares me. It's kind of amazing. Before all this started, what scared me was large crowds, talking in big groups, and honestly cooking something that probably would taste like shoe leather because I didn't have the confidence. You get beat down enough and you just don't have it. And I started all this stuff with French onion soup, and then I moved on, we're up to 450 likes. I'm reaching about 32,000 people a month. That's insane. I'm still in my kitchen. I'm still doing what I'm doing. Yes, we got new countertops, but the new countertops were on the outs anyway. Granite Tops LLC out of Wilson, local company, did a great job. It didn't seal the way we thought, so they came back the next day, didn't whine and cry or anything, did a great job. But this is going to stress me out. It's a beef brisket from Harris Robinette Beef. This is like the holy grail of smoking. Okay, I can do a Boston butt in my sleep. I can do chicken in my sleep. I can do, but this, first of all, this is a beautiful cut. Second of all, it's an expensive cut, and you don't want to screw this up. I mean, you do a Boston butt, you buy them on sale, you're not out that much. But, if you go to a local place and do what I think you should do, and that's my opinion, support the local farmers and processors and producers, go to your local butcher shops, go to your local fruit stands, your vegetable stands, whatever, support them. Smithfield and all the other companies, there's nothing wrong with them. It's just, here's what it boils down to. When your kid has a baseball team, who supports them? That's right, the local guys. But, I don't know what to do with this. So what I did a lot of research, and I figured this out. It's going to be low and slow. When this baby hits 165, we're going to see some serious foil. What I mean by that is I'm going to wrap it up in foil, and then once it hits a magic 203, I'm going to take it out, and I'm not going to slice it up right away. I'm going to put it in a cooler, and that little bad boy is going to sit for 2.5 hours and just chill, because that's what I read, and that's what I'm going to try. That's what I'm going to do. Now, what am I going to do with that said brisket? Well, I'm going to put some of it in my Brunswick stew. Some of it, if my neighbor Clark is a nice guy, I'll bring some down for him. Where did I get involved with brisket? I'm going to tell you. Daddy D's Barbecue out of Fuquay, Verena, hands down some of the best brisket I've ever had. Now, I haven't been to Texas yet, and I'm sure it'll rank up right there with Texas brisket because everybody reads about it. But hey, anyway, so if you guys see my nice little koozie here, October 17th, Steve Barcelo and the rest of the Monster Squad is going to have Paracon down in Littleton, North Carolina. We're going to have some special guests and stuff like that. And I'm going to be doing some kid-friendly Bigfoot stuff. We're going to be making a Bigfoot meatloaf and some Bigfoot cookies. Big props out to Becky Walcott for giving me a great sugar cookie recipe. But let's get this thing going. So I've got this bad boy. This is 6.8 pounds. We're at room temperature. So my buddy Kevin Mariquin gave me this recipe. He said, salt, pepper, garlic. So I've got some adobo here. It's got salt and garlic in it. So we'll, give it a nice ginger toss. And then I'm going to use my all-time old standby, the pepper mill. That's the nice thing about having this thing battery operated. I'm not sitting there going, would you like some more? The cheese people at Olive Garden used to hate me because it'd be a cheese dish with a little bit of noodles. Does that surprise anybody? No. Alright, so we've got our pepper here. And like I said, I'll throw this bad boy in the smoker. She'll get done about 14 hours. I got it set at about 210. And we'll go low and slow, and that's the way it'll go. Good luck, and I guess to me, good luck. And we'll catch you soon. All right, guys. 13 hours later, my 7-pound beef brisket from Harris Robinette Beef finished up. Kevin Mariquin gave me the directions on how to do it. I wrapped it once it hit 165. And once it hit 203, we let it go. And then I cooked it till it was 203 and then stopped. And then I rested it. And I have no idea what kind of knife this is, but I always see people using these type of knives when they're cutting up brisket. So I assume it's a carving knife. Here, let's give it a shot. Check that out. Oh, wow. Definitely worth the wait. Look at that. That's really good. Well, I'm going to cut this up, make some of it into a sandwich. And if you guys are lucky, I'll put some of this in the Brunswick stew. We'll see you soon. and right here is our challenging brisket. Okay? 12 hours at 220 degrees, smoked with apple wood, because some of you really care about the apple or the plum or whatever. And you know what? Where did I get the apple? Out of my parents' trees. So what I'm going to do is I've sliced up this brisket. I've got some leftovers, some end pieces, some, cuts that my wife won't eat. And that'll go into our Brunswick stew. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make something called burnt ends. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I had no idea what burnt ends were until I looked up a video today. I mean, I've had them. Daddy D's barbecue, that was the first thing I had, because everybody always says burnt ends are great. Now, what a burnt end is, according to this, is you cube up some brisket, and this is cold. That's probably why it does that, but look at that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cube this up. I'm going to throw it back in the smoker, and we're going to cook it until it gets nice and squishy, kind of like tofu. If I knew what tofu, I know what it feels like. I have no idea what it tastes like. So anyway, what we'll do is I like big pieces. So we'll cut just like this. And I'll make some burnt ends. We'll throw it in. And you can either use this as a snack or a meal or whatever. But so I'll cut it up like this. I'm going to use some of my Tim Buck's hot barbecue sauce. And I'll show you in a minute. We'll be right back. Alright, so I've got my Tim Buck's hot. I'm going to pour it all over this. Make sure it gets coated. I'm going to go take this out in the smoker and smoke it up on applewood. We'll be right back. Alright, so this is something we've done with the HRB brisket. This burnt ends. I had no idea what it was. I've had it before, but I had no idea what it was. So basically what I did was I chopped this up. I threw it in the smoker. I put some sauce on it. Get the big bottle. We've gone through that. We've gone through a couple of the small ones. But anyway, I want you to understand what this is. It's not burnt, it's caramelization. Okay? The sugars. Now, look at that. Seriously, I understand why people love this stuff. It's like popping a nice chunk of meat right in your mouth. It's like a snack for a man, I guess, or a woman, an adult. So, yeah, look at that. Grass-fed beef. Remember, be kind and be excellent to each other. I'll see you soon. Have a great day.